The number one most dangerous carb in the world. You're probably eating it every day, but it's not rice, it's not bread, it's not even your favorite plate of pasta. The most dangerous carb in your life is probably sitting in your fridge door, in your car cup holder, right next to you when you're watching Netflix. And you don't eat it, you drink it. In this video, we're going to talk about the number one most dangerous carb in the modern world, what it's doing inside your body, and how to get rid of it without feeling miserable or deprived. This is general education, not personal medical advice. Always talk with your own doctor, especially if you have diabetes, heart disease, or any medical condition. Ready? Let's go. 1. The big reveal, the most dangerous carb. If we're going to label one carb as the most dangerous for modern health, it's not a single grain or fruit. It's added sugar in sugary drinks, the liquid sugars in soda and soft drinks, sweetened juices and fruit drinks, energy drinks, sweet teas and lemonades. Those dessert-like coffees with syrup and whipped cream sugar is a carbohydrate. By itself, sugar is not poison. The problem is dose, form, and frequency. Health organizations point out that sugary drinks are the biggest source of added sugar in many people's diets, especially in countries like the US, and that matters because frequently drinking these sugary beverages is linked with weight gain and obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver disease, tooth decay, and cavities. Some global estimates suggest sugary drinks contribute to tens of thousands of preventable deaths each year from diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. So when I say the most dangerous carb, I'm not talking about your bowl of oats. I'm talking about liquid sugar. Now, before we get deeper, let's quickly clear up what carbs even are. 2. Carbs 101. Not all carbs are the same. Carbs get blamed for everything, but carbs are a big family. On one end, you have whole food carbs, fruits, vegetables, beans and lentils, whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa. These come packaged with fiber, water, vitamins, and minerals. They digest more slowly, help you feel full, and are linked to better long-term health when eaten as part of a balanced diet. On the other end, you have refined carbs and added sugars. Table sugar, high fructose corn syrup, white flour in pastries, donuts, many snack foods, syrups and sweeteners pumped into drinks, and processed foods. These digest quickly, spike blood sugar fast, and often come with almost no nutrients, just calories. Sugary drinks are basically pure added sugar in water. No fiber, no chewing, no fullness. That combination, lots of sugar, no chewing, no fiber, is what makes them uniquely risky. Let me show you what actually happens inside your body when you drink one. 3. What a sugary drink does. Inside your body, imagine a big bottle of soda or sweet tea. You crack it open, take a few sips. It goes down easy, right? Here's what your body experiences. Step 1, sugar flood. Because the sugar is dissolved in liquid, it races through your stomach into your small intestine and into your bloodstream very quickly. You don't have to chew. There's no fiber slowing anything down. Result, a fast spike in blood sugar. Step 2, emergency response. Your body doesn't like very high blood sugar, so your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone that helps move sugar out of your blood and into your cells. Over time, constant sugar spikes and high insulin demands are linked with weight gain and a higher risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Step 3, liver overload. Sugary drinks are often high in fructose, especially those made with high fructose corn syrup. Your liver has to process that fructose. When there's more sugar than your body needs for immediate energy, your liver turns a lot of it into fat. Some of that fat stays inside the liver, contributing to fatty liver disease. Step 4, no fullness signal. Here's the kicker. Your brain doesn't register liquid calories the same way it registers calories from solid food. Studies suggest that liquids don't trigger satiety, the feeling of fullness, as reliably as solid foods. So you can drink hundreds of calories and still feel like eating a normal meal. You don't naturally compensate later by eating less. You just quietly add extra calories on top of what you're already eating. That's why research finds that cutting liquid calories can have a bigger impact on weight loss than cutting the same number of calories from solid foods. So, fast sugar, high insulin, liver overload, and no fullness. That's a rough combination to repeat daily for years. 4. What the research actually says. Let's connect this to the big picture. Health agencies and major studies consistently show that frequent sugary drink intake is linked with higher body weight and obesity, greater risk of metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes, more heart disease and early death in people with diabetes, higher risk of fatty liver disease. For example, the CDC notes that sugary drinks are a leading source of added sugars and are associated with obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver, and tooth decay. The World Health Organization points to rising sugary drink intake as a driver of weight gain and preventable deaths from diabetes and cardiovascular disease, and recommends cutting down to reduce risk. On top of that, groups like the American Heart Association recommend limiting added sugar to about 6 teaspoons, 25 grams a day for most women. 9 teaspoons, 36 grams a day for most men. A single can of soda can contain around 8 to 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's your entire daily limit, and then some in one drink. So you can see why this specific carb, liquid added sugar, has earned such a bad reputation. 5. But what about? Common myths. Let's quickly tackle a few common thoughts that might be popping up. But I drink juice, not soda. 100% fruit juice still delivers a big hit of sugar without the fiber of whole fruit. Some studies find that drinking more sugary beverages, including juice, is linked with a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Is juice evil? No. But it's easy to drink way more sugar than you would ever eat if you just had a piece of fruit. But I'm active, so it doesn't matter. Being active is fantastic. Keep moving. But even in people who meet physical activity guidelines, high intake of sugar-sweetened or artificially sweetened beverages is still associated with a greater risk of type 2 diabetes. Activity reduced the impact, but did not erase it. So exercise helps, but it doesn't turn a daily soda habit into a free pass. But it's just one drink. For some people, just one really is just one. For many of us, just one is every day or several times a day. Over months and years, that adds up, not just in calories, but in how your blood sugar, liver, and heart are stressed. The goal isn't guilt. The goal is awareness, plus better choices. 6. How to cut the number one carb without feeling miserable. Now the fun part, what do you actually do? You don't need to be perfect. You do need a plan. Step 1, get honest about your drinks. For the next 2-3 days, write down everything you drink. Soda, how many cans or bottles, sweet coffee drinks, juice, sweet tea, energy drinks. Then look at the labels. To convert grams of sugar to teaspoons, divide by 4. So 40 grams is about 10 teaspoons. This alone is a wake-up call for most people. Step 2, pick your first target. Don't try to stop everything in one day. Instead, ask, what's my most frequent sugary drink? Maybe it's the soda with lunch. Maybe it's the sweet coffee on the way to work. Start with that. Step 3, use a swap, don't just stop approach. Create a ladder of swaps. Best. Water, sparkling water, herbal tea. Great. Unsweetened tea or coffee, or lightly sweetened. Better than before. Diet drinks or half-sweet versions as a temporary step down. Research on diet drinks is mixed, and they're not a magic solution, but they can be a bridge away from full sugar drinks. Try things like adding lemon, lime, or fruit slices to water, mixing half juice, half water to reduce sugar, asking for half the syrup in your coffee shop drink. Step 4, use a step-down plan. If you currently drink 3 sugary drinks a day, week 1, cut to 2, week 2, cut to 1. Week 3, sugary drinks only on weekends or a few times a month. Every step down reduces risk and lowers your average sugar load. Step 5, create one simple house rule. Make one rule that fits your life, like no sugary drinks in the house, only outside as an occasional treat. No calories in drinks after 7 p.m. Weekdays are sugar drink free. One clear rule is easier to follow than 20 vague intentions. 7, the payoff. Why this one change is so powerful. Here's why this matters. You could spend hours debating low carb versus low fat, keto versus Mediterranean, intermittent fasting versus 6 meals a day. Or you could start with one move that almost every health expert agrees on: drink less liquid sugar. Cutting sugary drinks reduces your daily sugar and calorie load. helps your liver and blood sugar, lowers your risk of weight gain, diabetes, and heart disease over time, and you don't need to do it perfectly for it to matter. Even replacing one sugary drink a day with water can be a big win over a year. 8. Your 7-day no liquid sugar challenge. Let's make this practical. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, pick one sugary drink you normally have and replace it every single time. If it's your lunch soda, switch to water or sparkling water. If it's your morning sugar bomb coffee, ask for half syrup or switch to a simpler coffee. If it's your evening juice, try herbal tea or water with fruit slices. Track how many sugary drinks you didn't have this week. That's your quiet victory. Then come back to this video and tell me, which drink did you swap? How did you feel by day 7? Remember, this is education, not medical advice. If you have diabetes, kidney issues, or any health condition, talk to your doctor about the best drink choices for you. If this opened your eyes about the most dangerous carb, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who always has a soda in their hand. Your future self will thank you for every sugary drink you don't finish.